The Independence mayor is under fire for the speaker he asked to the annual mayor's prayer breakfast tomorrow. Critics say the speaker will be given a pulpit to preach hate. Amy Hawley has that story.
Kamal Salim, a well-known self-proclaimed ex-terrorist who once followed the Muslim faith, converted to Christianity years ago. The mayor says Salim will bring a story of redemption to Independence tomorrow, but critics claim it's really a story that's fabricated.
Mayor Don Reimel says he's going to say a prayer before tomorrow's traditional prayer breakfast. Several groups, an anti-defamation civil rights group, interfaith groups, and individuals have all asked him to reconsider his keynote speaker and plan to protest his choice. So far, none of this has changed his mind.
What I'm hoping is that when they hear his message, their fears will be dissolved.
Kamal Salim has been publicly speaking of his religious conversion for 10 years. He tells groups he was raised to hate Christians and Jews, but after a near-fatal car accident, he became a devout Christian. The mayor has heard from supporters from all over the world saying his message is a powerful one.
And all I want is his testimony. If he has a story to tell about other things to do with the Islamic religion, that's a story for another place and another time.
This Independence man believes differently. He says the man fabricated his story for money and preaches an anti-Muslim message.
Be an Islamophobe for the most part. A person who bashes Islam, bashes Muslims in general with a broad brush.
This Muslim civil rights group called CARE says he's also even fabricated his own name. Salim has spoken to universities, churches, and military academies. Still, critics here believe it's less a message about finding Christ and more about preaching that the world will soon see a radical Islam invasion.
Now, keep in mind, none of the people we talked to has ever talked to Salim or heard him in person. So the question still remains. Is it a Christian message that's being labeled as hate speech by people who don't believe the same way as Salim does? Or is it a man who uses the Christian message as a veil for an anti-Muslim agenda? 600 people will decide tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. at the Community of Christ Auditorium. Amy Hawley, NBC Action News.